Hello my dear followers, friends and acquaintances, welcome to join my new channel which is called Deep Psychology. My name is Iuliia, I'm a psychologist. Today we're talking about infantilism. Some people are very hard to work with, just be aware with whom you're dealing with. Infantilism is something not that often happen, but sometimes, especially women, experience some infantile man. It's also, some psychologists called it dragonfly, eternal youth, eternal prince. Sometimes it can be also women, like eternal princess, Barbie. Also, we can call it. So let's take a look about that. First of all, these people sometimes have an addiction to video games, drug addictions. They go to party non-stop. They like, sometimes even they party like 5 times a week. But if it's a guy that does it, let's say, or the girl, till 25, that we cannot say like the person is infantile. But if it happens after 25 and later, that there is a chance that you encounter an infantile person. So these types of people, they stuck in that period of like adolescent, like it's like adolescent teenager. It's like an eternal teenager who's stuck in that period, like adolescent rebellion, let's say, and which is like associated with the refusal of some forms like of responsibility, especially when it goes to relationship, children's decision making, also participation in family life, which becomes like very hard for the people, especially in my practice. Women complained a lot about this. These types of people, they can make a really good money and have a good career, especially like event planning or like night clubbing, like to be an owner of the nightclub. But most likely it's an artist, like the people who like to work in art. They can be very creative. Sometimes even let's say women want to have a serious man, but they very often to stuck in relationship with an infantile man, because infantile man is very easy to make a relationship. He is very easygoing person, while the really serious man, he's very serious, and sometimes women think that he's like a boring, because sometimes it's a contradiction. One woman wants a fun man to have a lot of fun times, but when she encounters with these types of men who cannot take the responsibility and make a step forward, she's like stuck in that and constantly looking for advice what to do. Just do not panic, ladies, like because sometimes they can go to until this outright disclaimer. These types of people, like they also can use the passive aggression. If you still didn't see my video about the passive aggression, you can watch the previous videos. Sometimes they like to disappear a lot, or like to forget things, or pretend like they're forgetting things. They can have a lot of women in their life. Why is it happening? Everything, as I said, goes from the childhood. Most likely this person was raised by mother, a lot of women, or like a grandmother, even just a lot of women's attention from the side, when the path of father, like, who didn't participate a lot in that. So like that's as important, like don't forget to ask about the childhood before you started to date someone. So because this people are very hard to work in, because they refuse sometimes to provide, to protect, and like create conditions ideal that the women looking for. They when they feel that they need to take responsibility, they instantly doing a step back, then return to childhood. You know what I mean? So a relationship became like frozen in one step at this stage of like for what the woman experience, or like a man, because sometimes I had on my practice a man who just told me that the woman lives in infantile. That sometimes it happens. What do you usually experience? You're very exhausting, you're very like annoyed, like plunging like into like melancholy even. And it doesn't mean that you have to instantly avoid such person. It's hard, but like you just need to become more patient, and would be nice even sometimes you can buy books how to raise children and just read them and try to raise him as you like, because as usual it takes a lot of time. Sometimes it is impossible, especially when the person has a drug addiction, but it's a different story. We will talk about it later. So this is pretty much it about the matureness and infantilism. If you would like to know more about this, you can text me on my Instagram, which is called Deep Psychology, so directly on my site deeppsychology.com. And I'm gonna record the video for you if you want to really know how to work with the immature types of people and infantilism, because nothing is impossible, everything is possible, just takes a little more time. Just let me know. So that's pretty much it for today. Thanks everybody for watching. Do not forget to subscribe on my channel. There are a lot of interesting topics coming in.